The Supreme Court has rejected all the pleas seeking 100% verification of votes cast on electronic voting machines using the VVPAT or the voter verifiable paper audit trail. The top court asserted that blindly distrusting a system can lead to unwarranted suspicions. EVMs and VVPATs have long been a matter of contention. Many in the opposition have questioned the safety of EVMs from tampering. However, the court passed two directives to the election commissions. The first was that after completing the loading of symbols into the machine, the symbol loading unit or the SLU should be sealed and stored for a period of at least 45 days after the declaration of results. The second was that the burnt memory in the EVM microcontroller must be checked by a team of engineers after results are declared if candidates make such a request. The court specifically said that the SLU should be sealed and secured on completion of symbol loading process in EVM undertaken on or after May 1st. The SLU storage containers must be sealed and the seal is to be signed by candidates. The question is, what difference does this make? The symbol loading unit is used to load the information of the candidates into the VVPAT machine. Why? Because the EVM itself does not contain any information on candidates. The EVM records votes only against the serial number. So, with the introduction of the VVPAT, there is a requirement to load the candidate information in the system. This is where the symbol loading unit comes into play. After the loading, tests are done to ensure that the machine is printing the slips correctly. After this process is complete, the SLUs are kept in the safe custody of the district election officer. A day after the polls, the units are returned to the engineers of the respective manufacturers. The engineers take the SLUs to other constituencies that go for polling in the subsequent phases. This way, the Election Commission reuses the same symbol loading unit for multiple constituencies in different phases of elections. This will now change. After May 1st, the Supreme Court's directive would come into play. According to reports, the two manufacturers, Electronics Corporation of India Limited and Bharat Electronics Limited, have 1,400 and 3,400 SLUs respectively. Polls for 352 constituencies in the next 5 phases will be held after May 1st. Multiple symbol loading units are used to load symbols into the huge number of VVPATs in multiple election offices in each constituency. Given there are over 10.5 lakh polling stations in the country and each having multiple polling booths with over 55 lakh EVMs deployed for the polls apart from backup EVMs, question remains whether 4,800 SLUs will be enough for the Election Commission to conduct the next 5 phases of the elections. The second directive from the court was that the burnt memory in the EVM microcontroller must be checked by a team of engineers after the results are declared if candidates make such a request. The court said that this request, which can be made by candidates placed second or third in the election, must be made within 7 days of declaration of results. The expenses for this verification will have to be borne by the candidate, but the cost will be refunded if the EVM is found to have been tampered with. The Supreme Court also suggested the Election Commission explore the possibility of using a machine to count VVPAT slips and a barcode for each party. Currently, VVPAT slips of 5 randomly selected EVMs in every assembly segment are verified. The poll body had explained to the court that it takes an hour to manually count the VVPAT slips of a single polling station.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.